2, 1.
Are there any more questions before we hand the discussion over?
Yes, Senator, I have a question.
Who let this punch-drunk left-winger in here?
Senator, I have a question.
Yes, why don't you just take your question to a liberal senator? Who gives a damn?
Senator, you know you have vetoed an assault weapons ban in our district? You know this is the form of gun control a lot of citizens are arguing for? You know, as you support the lack of better and more efficient gun laws,
Okay, that's enough.
minorities and college students, much like myself, are consistently scared for our own safety and well-being because you won't pass better and more efficient gun legislation?
That's enough. That's enough. Let me tell you something. I vetoed that bill because it was a terrible waste of taxpayer dollars. And it would cut a lot of jobs in that industry. And you know those people who manufacture rifles? They have families too. Do you ever think about them? Of course not. You know what? You're just like the rest of those liberals and lamestream media. You have an agenda, right? And that agenda does not include the other side. So why don't you take your research, do a little more research, and come up with a more enlightened perspective?
No, let me tell you something. I have done the research. I have looked at the facts. I am one of the many survivors of a mass shooting that occurred on my school grounds. I was there when it happened. And you have the politically conservative bias to coincide with gun lobbyists who should take responsibility for the death toll not just on my campus, but other schools across the country?
No, that's not true. So what if you did survive? Many people survive mass shootings.
And do you know the majority of students who have survived are traumatized because they would not have gone to school if they had known there was going to be a gun threat on their grounds? Senator, I'm not going to speak for all millennials, but every day I walk out my front door and I take an Uber to class. However, in addition to how often I leave the comfort and safety of my own home, I don't know if I will ever see my family again on the slim chance there will be a mass shooting on campus. And that's the scariest part. No one can predict where or when the next mass shooting will happen. They just do. As millennials, we are fighting for our voice in this country, and it starts right here in our cities. It starts with our local governors and senators. As millennials, we want to feel safe when we walk out our front door. And we want to know that our city and the politicians who represent it are doing the right thing. Though it won't be long before you and other politicians just like you upset the largest marginalized community in the country. And when you do, we're going to be marching on the streets of the city. Now you and your gun lobbyists and riot officers and other conservative politicians can try to stop us, but know this, Senator, we will never be silent.
All right, can someone get this guy out of here? Get him out.
You have oppressed the community of millennials for the last time, Senator. I hope you're ready for a citywide protest.
Get out!
#never again.